Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
He's got a man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson,
84 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
from 17 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is now 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it with Jones. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, 44 yards.
And the Buccaneers have regained the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught at the 20.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out.